We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
Hey, good evening. Today is Saturday, October 16th, 11:41 in the evening, Manila time. Sorry, medyo late na tapos hindi pa nakapag-ano ng guest. I'm really sorry if we weren't able to have a broadcast tonight, as the usual. Um, Mm, my daughter asked for a small favor, just at least spend some time. She wanted to watch a movie, so we sat here in the office and watched a movie. And it wasn't the usual kid movies that you would expect to watch with your kids. So while we were watching it, we were discussing what's happening and things like that. And um, it was a beautiful experience. We haven't done that for a while, and uh, time just flew by. I'm really sorry if I was supposed to have two more broadcasts today, and sadly, that that little moment we had was uh, took longer than expected, and I'm really sorry. Well, we'll just do a little look into like the future episodes that we'll be doing. Um, Earlier today, we had a beautiful discussion with Miss Nina Reyes Carpio, and it really went great. It was what 2 hours and a half, I think, or more. And I'm hoping we'd be able to get more guests that would be that willing and that open to discuss the nitty gritty of their experience with this thing we call life. So um, I'm hoping that we can get more people to speak to us in the future. But for the random thoughts that I usually do during Saturdays, it's just 30 minutes or an hour, depending if anyone's listening or anyone's watching. I do interact with them. So for the next few days, no, for the next few weeks, we'll be touching on these. Just a moment. Let me just see. Right, there we go. Um, I'll be touching on a few topics. I'll circle back to the Red Queen problem. I'll look into that again. Actually, the research hasn't how do you say that? It hasn't stopped. However, I'm going down a very, very deep rabbit hole, and it's how do you say that? It's stretching thin. It's stretching itself into a lot of other subjects, and because of that, I am now I am now at, let's see, we have at least 30 subgroups: self-deception, sacrifice, disingenuousness, unreasonable conflicts, and we're actually going to be touching on a lot of those merely simply because we touched on the Red Queen problem, and it's giving me like a certain direction. So I'll just follow this. Let me just finish with the research, I will be discussing the Potemkin villages. This is more in relation to self-deception. So we'll step on that. The research is about, I can safely say, let's see, maybe about 80 or 70%. Almost. This would touch on the lies we tell about ourselves. We'll also clarify a few things about how the Plato cave allegory may apply to it. Also, it may touch. I will try to make sure I stay on point, but it may touch on gratitude as well, and then a few examples of ideology that may apply to this, or what probably mislead us into lying to ourselves directly or indirectly. We'll also touch on, I think this is philosophy as well, but I'm not sure, or an ideology. The Dutch Dike. I'll explain more on that when we're into it, and then we'll also touch on. I don't know if this is far better to be. What's this? A standalone episode, or like a standalone discussion, but I would just like to touch on the prestige economy. It's something that we always go around in. And in some instances, you'll see, I will try to explain it as best as I can for the prestige economy. It's uh, based on research and observation, it has been, how do you say that? Um, it has been a major player in our early development. And it appears to be touching on um, the stages that we have in life, the early play, the early play practices that we have, or play interactions that we have, appears to be preparing us for this particular economy, which has a different set of currencies, exchanges, and we'll try to get to the bottom of it. At least be aware of it if you're unconsciously participating in it, or if you are actively participating in it as well. So we'll try to dig deeper on that. And then what else? I think this will be good for hopefully just an hour and a half, but we'll see. Um, so this will be the next episode, Potemkin villages in our lives. So that hopefully can be done maybe today or tomorrow. I'm not sure. And then if I can get the guest for tomorrow or later, we'll see. Again, thank you very much. This is Joey. Life is about making choices. Have a wonderful and safe rest of your evening. Thank you.